In the depths of a war-torn Iraq, amidst the chaos of combat and the deafening roar of explosions, a bond was forged that transcended the realm of ordinary relationships. Lee and Lex, an inseparable team of Marine and military working dog, stood side by side, sharing not just the weight of their duties, but the unspoken understanding that only those who have lived through the unrelenting horrors of war can truly comprehend. Stationed together at the Marine Corps Logistics Base Albany, the pair had already seen the worst of what war had to offer. Lex, having deployed to Iraq previously with another handler, was no stranger to the relentless stress of combat. Lee, on the other hand, had adopted his former canine partner, Doenja, when the dog retired from service. When fate called again in late November 2006, Lee and Lex were once more sent to Iraq, this time as part of a specialized explosive detection and patrol team for the 3rd Reconnaissance Battalion, embedded with Regimental Combat Team 6. March 21, 2007, was a day that would forever alter the course of their lives. At a forward operating base in Iraq, their world was shattered by a brutal rocket attack, a 73mm SPG-9 that tore through the air and exploded in their midst. The shrapnel rained down, and while Lee was mortally wounded, Lex, though grievously injured himself, refused to leave his handler's side. Despite the pain coursing through his body, Lex remained steadfast, guarding Lee with a loyalty that could only be described as pure devotion. He had to be physically dragged away from his handler, so that medics could attempt to save the man who had been more than a partner to him. They were family. Lex's injuries, while severe, were not life-threatening in comparison to Lee's. But the scars they left, both visible and invisible, would forever define their bond. After being flown back to the United States in April, Lex underwent a grueling 12 weeks of rehabilitation at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. His body healed, but some pieces of shrapnel remained lodged in his back, untouched by the hands of veterinarians who feared removing them might cause more harm than good. Yet, despite the physical pain, Lex's spirit never wavered. He returned to MCLB Albany on July 6, 2007, fully recovered and ready to serve once again, his body marked by the silent testimony of his sacrifice. But the heart-wrenching story of Lex and Lee did not end there. In a world where military dogs often have no place to call home after their service, Lex's future remained uncertain. Lee's parents, Jerome and Rachel Lee, moved heaven and earth to adopt Lex, recognizing the extraordinary bond that existed between them and the dog who had fought alongside their son. They launched an online petition, seeking to bring Lex home, and their plea captured the hearts of people across the nation. The case garnered the attention of Congressman Walter B. Jones, who, along with the support of others, fought for a legal provision that would allow military working dogs like Lex to retire early and be adopted by their handlers or their families. This provision, which had been enacted in 2005 after a similar case involving an Air Force dog, became Lex's lifeline. On December 6, 2007, Headquarters Marine Corps made a formal request to release Lex from active service, and on December 21, 2007, in a ceremony filled with emotion and national media attention, Lex was handed over to the Lee family. At the time, he was 8 years old, but his eyes, those deep, soulful eyes, had seen more than any dog should ever have to bear. He was no longer just a soldier, he was family. From that moment on, Lex's journey shifted from one of combat to one of healing. He visited VA hospitals across the country, offering comfort to wounded veterans, many of whom were struggling to rebuild their lives in the aftermath of their own battles. His presence brought solace, as he had once brought to Lee, embodying the strength and spirit of all those who had fought alongside him. In recognition of his extraordinary service and sacrifice, Lex was awarded a commemorative Purple Heart by the Military Order of the Purple Heart Chapter No. 566 in a ceremony at Eglin Air Force Base on February 16, 2008. On September 24, 2008, he received the Law Enforcement AKC Award for Canine Excellence. And on March 19, 2010, in a bittersweet moment of honor, MCLB Albany renamed its base dog kennel in honor of Lee, with Lex proudly present, a living testament to the heroism and sacrifices made by both the fallen Marine and his loyal companion. Yet, even as Lex's health began to decline, with mobility issues and numerous pieces of shrapnel still lodged in his body, he remained a symbol of resilience and unwavering loyalty. His treatment at Georgetown Veterinary Hospital and with stem cell therapy at Mississippi State University brought some relief, but it was clear that the years of sacrifice had taken their toll. And then, on March 25, 2012, after a long battle with cancer, Lex passed away. His death marked the end of an era, but it also served as a reminder of the unbreakable bond that exists between a soldier and the dog who stands beside him. In life, Lex had been more than a working dog, he had been a protector, a friend, and a hero. Lex's story, his courage, and his unyielding loyalty continue to inspire us. It is a story not just of a dog who served his country with valor, but of a profound bond between man and animal, one that transcends the battlefield and lives on in the hearts of all who knew him.